Case Study Assignment, SLIS 704, Summer 2017, Michelle Lewis. Case number 18, Friends or Sexual Harassment. Who decides? Johnsonville State University. Overview, Case Study 18. University student Joyce Bain has been hired by Ned Parker, the head of reference in Anderson Library, to perform clerical duties for the reference department. A relationship is formed between student and supervisor. Sandra LaBosse, a longtime staff member in the library, has observed what she believes is an inappropriate behavior between the student worker and the supervisor and has shared her opinions with other staff members. She has stated that she intends to report the issue to the library dean and, if it is not resolved, report it to Human Resources. The key players in this case study are Joyce Bain, who is a student worker, Ned Parker, head of reference, Sandra LaBosse, a staff member in the library, and the dean of the library, who is unnamed. There are a number of issues that need to be addressed in this case study. We need to look at possible impropriety and how the student was hired with the interview and hiring procedures. We need to examine the faculty-student relationship to determine if there's conduct issues. We need to look at the claim from the staff member about workplace sexual harassment. We also need to look at infractions related to Title IX of the Education Amendments Act of 1972, and we have to address the workplace gossip issue. In order to move forward with addressing these issues, we need to gather additional information. We need to contact Human Resources and get clarification for the university employee interview and hiring practices. We need to contact Employee Training and Development and find out what type of training is available. We need to contact our Title IX officer and learn more about the university Title IX reporting procedures. We also need to contact Human Resources for information regarding university sexual harassment procedures. We need to look at the Faculty Senate's faculty manual because I believe that the supervisor in this case, the head of reference, would most likely be a faculty member since this is an academic library. Then we also need to contact Human Resources for a copy of the staff manual and take a look at it and see what information we can find. And we may have to contact University Council and talk about the University Policy Manual and maybe any infractions there. The strategy for resolving these issues has several steps. First and foremost, we need to report the staff complaint to Title IX officer immediately. And then we need to take any required action mandated by the Title IX guidelines. Faculty, staff, and student complaints regarding sexual harassment are always reported to the Title IX officer. It is our responsibility as an agent of the university to do that whether or not the staff member actually brings the issue to us personally or not. Once this is completed, we need to provide additional training for proper interviewing and hiring of student workers. It's clear with the case study that this supervisor did not follow best practices on how to interview someone for a job. We also need to set departmental best practices for hiring and managing student workers. We may decide that it's best to have more than one hiring agent in the interview whenever a student worker or a prospective employee is being interviewed, just to make sure things are kept on track. We need to request additional training for all library employees regarding Title IX guidelines. We also need to set departmental guidelines or enforce any university policy regarding office gossip. Final decisions. First and foremost, we will follow directives from the Title IX coordinator. We will revise our internal procedures in the library for interviewing all applicants for any positions. Look into coaching individual staff members regarding gossip. You cannot absolutely prevent gossip, but it can be very detrimental to the department, and we need to nip that in the bud. We need to create an annual training opportunities to ensure that all employees are familiar with university policies. And we need to reassure all library employees that open communication is key, and that if they have an issue, they need to address it with their supervisor or manager as soon as possible.